The road to Nigeria's democracy was paved by sweat, tears, and labor of heroes who fought to ensure an end to military rule. But these lofty achievements would not have been realized without the contributions and efforts of some foreign countries. Analysts say there might not have been a direct role played by Western countries, but the external pressure in forms of sanctions on the men in uniform played an important role in the eventual attainment of Nigeria's most desired democracy. Moyo Thomas reports.
After several decades of military rule in Nigeria, the Third Republic was welcomed with much hope and expectations. Nigerians could not wait to be politically and economically free from the reins of the junta that held power close to their chest. This explains the level of disappointment that greeted the annulment when it was announced. That is one of the reasons June 12 plays a prominent role in the history of Nigeria. The annulment led to an eruption of protest both within and outside the country, and calls for help to Western countries by political activists rent the air. This opened a new chapter in the history of Nigeria.
So you had the internal pressures versus the external pressures. And the external pressures came in the form of sanctions, especially against the military regimes in Nigeria, for instance. Sanctions, military ties were terminated. If you remember, if you know, even up until this time, a lot of African countries, particularly Nigeria, send their soldiers to US for training. So all of them were sent home. Of course, you know, to go abroad to get training, there are a lot of benefits. So the soldiers were not happy with this. So they were sent home, US got ties with them. Coupled with that, there were forces in the US Congress who were pressuring the then Clinton administration to come hard on the military dictatorship. First Babangida, then Abacha. Abacha ruled with iron hand, came down on the opposition, harassment, imprisonment, banning gatherings, meetings, curtailing press freedom, human rights abuses, extrajudicial killings. People were fleeing. And as they fled, they were having meetings, teachings in the world capitals. You had demonstrations in front of Nigerian embassies around the world. So that brought attention to these foreign governments to do something.
It was only fair that many countries are concerned when things are not working in Nigeria. Some of them are the countries you mentioned, the US, European Union, UK, Canada, and all that. The American ambassador in Nigeria then, who, Carrington and others, and his predecessors, they were very instrumental in giving support to what they call the opposition or NADECO or civil society to keep the military government in check. Everybody was concerned. Remember that Commonwealth had to suspend Nigeria because of the killing of the Ogoni activists, Ken Saro-Wiwa and co. So they didn't leave Nigeria alone. They played a part, facilitated the engagement between government and then the opposition, in particular NADECO.
Many now wonder, after all efforts and sacrifices made, if Nigeria has lived up to the expectations heroes fought for, and if democracy has resulted in citizens getting the desired dividends.
There is no perfect democracy, or what you can call, well, this is democracy we want. Yes, there's always that ideal, what it should be and what it is. I can tell you it is not what many Nigerians say. If you ask people on the street, they will disagree that this is what they never ask for this. And it's come upon them. But it is also their responsibility to change it.
Professor Mbanaso is of the opinion that Nigeria needs to redefine its democracy to be more inclusive.
So US cannot tell us, oh, this is what no. Nigeria needs to look inward and say, what do we need? What will serve us? Now we see that we have this enrichment of political offices. So the best is to go back and say, how do we address the issue? Then we see also the agitations of minorities, those who have been forced out of the system. Say, how do we accommodate everyone? We're not the only country with multi-ethnic groups. Believe Switzerland and some other European countries do. Even US is not homogeneous. In US, when we're in classroom, we say this is United Nations. You have people from all over the world. And they put legislative agenda in place to address every person's needs. But here it's not so.
As Nigeria prepares again to elect the leadership of the next administration, it is incumbent on every citizen to ensure democracy is once again consolidated. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.